Hey everyone, today we're going to be solving the question Roman to integer. In this question, there's a very long description, but the gist of the question is that whatever Roman numeral we are given, we have to convert that into the uh, corresponding integers. And let's have a look at this examples. So this one is 3, and this one turns out to be L is 50, and then V is 5, and then this is 3, so it gives us a 58 when we add it. And similarly, the last example is the one that is worth looking at. So MCMXCIV. So what I do recommend in this problem is that instead of starting from the front, let us start from the back and try to think it in terms of algorithms, that what's happening. Do we notice a 5 over here? V is 5, and then once we have a smaller one to the left of a bigger one, what we want to do is we want to subtract it. So we get this 4, and then C is there, which is similarly XC is there. X is smaller than C, which gives us 90 because we subtract 10 from 100. And similarly over here, CM would be 900 because we subtract 100 from 1000. And then at the last we're left with M, which is 1000. So adding all of this gives us 1994. All right, so let's go to the solution. So the solution is going to be fairly easy if we have just identified what starting from reverse and subtracting if the digit or the current value is less. So let's start. So what we can do is we can start by defining a hash map over here uh, to map the values of the symbols with numbers. So I had that copied and I've directly pasted that to save some time. Now let us define two variables over here. Let's define a total variable that we are going to return at the end, and then let us have a previous value variable that we're going to check against. Now let's start iterating in the string that we have, but we need to do it in a reverse manner. So this now let's start checking. First of all, we need to obtain the current value over here. So the current value would be nothing but the corresponding value in the hash map. Perfect. Now we need to check if the cur value is less than my previous value, then I need to subtract that from the total, else I need to add that in the total. That's the core logic. And now after every iteration, we need to update the previous value with our current value, and then we can return the total. Let's test. Reverse is not defined. Perfect. So the test cases work. Let's try to submit it. And it works. So the time complexity, as we know, would be linear time. It would be O of n, and the space complexity over here would be constant space because we are not using any extra space over here. So that works, and yeah, thank you.